What's going on, guys? Giving a pleasure. We're back in NHL 20 today, playing some more franchise mode with our New Jersey Devils. So, a quick note for you guys: I'm using a different mic. It's a headset mic I haven't used before, so it might sound a little different. My other mic, I don't know what's going on with it. It's just not working. So I had to switch out for just hopefully this episode. All right. So I read you guys the lines for the forwards last episode. Defense is what we got to work on for this episode. PK, Severson, Butcher, we're missing that other top four spot. Someone that is worth value to us. That, like, we can move if we need to. And I looked at a couple defensemen. And I looked at Brody as a potential option. He was pretty solid. I looked at Gustafsson. He wasn't as solid, but he got a couple points. I looked at Shattenkirk. He was probably my number one option. And I also looked at Justin Schultz. He was probably my favorite option, but he's really expensive. And it's going to be a 2-year contract. This year is going to be their year, but I'm going to trade them in going into the draft with the 1 year left. I feel that's a smart way to do it. So actually, now that more that I look at it now, a 2-year contract with TJ Brody would sound reasonable. All right, let me just. I think at a 6.6 would work out good. Now we're gonna go 6.5 for Brody. 6.5 for 2 years. I feel like that's a solid option. Now, I also looked at goalies because we have Corey Schneider. He's gonna be buried. We have Mackenzie Blackwood locked up for a long time. 7 years or something like that. He's probably the longest player we have. He'll be my goalie for the future. We need someone to step in right now if we want to be looking at a contender with what we have. And I think our lines are solid. We just need something to knock us over the edge. And it will add more value. I was looking at Jimmy Howard. He played pretty bad with Detroit. Let's make sure he was with Detroit. Yeah, so he played bad with Detroit, but Detroit's not a very good team. When Detroit was good in 2015, he had solid numbers in the NHL here too. So I think it was an off year. He's been bad ever since his team around him has been bad. I also looked at Mike Smith. Either option works good. I think Howard looks better because he's going to have 2 years. So we'll give him 2-2 for 2 years. So that's who's going to start for us. Let's see if we get those players and I can write them in. Alright, this is a big deal. A big deal. Jaden Swartz. He's got 1 year left. He played like garbage for St. Louis last year. This guy might be the guy. He might be our guy. Uh-oh. And a second and a third's not a lot. Now what we can do is we can throw Kyle Palmieri in there. If we wanted to. Schwartz is a definite upgrade. Both 1 year left. I can turn Schwartz into a power, or I can turn Yotson into a two-way. To play with Hughes and then Swartz. What else can we get back? This might be a deal. This might be a deal we get. Rob Thomas? Not really. Koskinen. I mean, he'd be a good fit. I want to look at a goalie. A future goalie. You don't have much. Joel Hofer. He's playing for Canada in the World Juniors right now. You have Jake Allen, which wouldn't be a terrible option to start for us. Defensive prospects. We want to bring someone back that can get it done for us. Nobody looks really great. Sanford, Sundquist. Nobody looks great. You have good center depth. That's pretty much it. Alexandrinov. Who's this guy? Nikita Alexandrinov. I'll take a chance on this guy. Bring him on and then bring on next year's second. That still looks in our favor. We could get a lot for Palmieri. Third, that looks a bit more even. And I would like this deal. So we're literally swapping seconds and thirds. Or we could hang on to our St. Louis and New York might be bad. Oh, they might be bad. This might be a good. So it's pretty much Palmieri for Alexandrinov and Jaden Schwartz. You know what? Is Palmieri younger though? He's 29. I think Schwartz is 28. Really doesn't make much of a difference. I'm gonna do it. We just picked up a big player. I'm going to write that trade down, and then we can get through this offseason. So I wrote down that trade, and we're ready to simulate. I also offered coaches contracts in the last episode, so hopefully they sign. I didn't do scouts, or no, I re-signed scouts. Okay, we're good. I remember doing that. Howard signs. Perfect. Jimmy Howard, welcome to New Jersey. And TJ Brody, welcome to New Jersey. We're ready to go to next season. I will see you when we get there. There was just a trade. Marcus Johansson from Buffalo to Calgary with Colin Wilson for a first and a sixth. Alright, I got the line set up. Sorry about that. I got the line set up, so I'll show you the lines going into the regular season. It'll be Goose, Isher, Kovalchuk to start again. Then this time it's going to be Schwartz, Hughes, Johnson, Zaka, Merkley, Mikheyev, and then Brent Sini with Coleman and Anderson. Does Zaka work? Zaka works oh yeah. So I'll make you a two-way. That, oh yeah. Yep, Zaka's got that 86. Not 89. Oh, that's gonna be a good line this year. And that's what that's gonna be like. I did not see that. Didn't know that would have worked. That's power play. Power play 4. Penalty kill. Penalty kill 3-man. Extra attacker. 3-on-3. 4-on-4 continued. And the 4-on-4 lines. That's what they look like. So we are going to simulate. Oh, and I've almost forgot one thing. So I updated captaincies and captains and jerseys. We have a big announcement to make. We have a new captain. As you can see, Nico Hischier is named the captain of New Jersey Devils. Kovalchuk remains assistant, but he is gone after this year. And PK is assistant, but he's gone after this year too. So there's going to be change of captaincy in the next few years. Hischier is going to remain captain. It'll probably go to Hughes or Schwartz, and then Ty Smith will eventually get it. That's how that looks like. Jimmy Howard is in between the pipes for us. We'll just make sure his jersey is fine. Yep. So Howard and Blackwood, and they are the same overall. I didn't show you that, but they are. They're both 82, so they're going to split the season. And wow. Vancouver gets Kemper in a 5th. Arizona gets Pearson in a 2nd. Wow. That's crazy. I'm ready to get this year underway, and we'll probably do the first couple months of simulation here. Oh, they can do it themselves. Alright. We are ready to go. So let's just get this underway, and I'll see you guys at the end of this month. Well, we battled a little bit of injury this partial month. We battled Brett Sini going down. He came back. And I hope we sit here all year in 2nd. That would be nice. Let's get the next month done, and then we'll take a look at the stats. Well, we fell back down to earth a little bit here in this month. We're not looking as solid as we once were. We're still sitting in 4th, not with the wild card. The Bruins hold that. If we can just finish relatively close to our division, or even just outside our division looking in, I think this year, next year will be a great year for us. Let's take a look at player stats. Hughes, Zaka, Kovalchuk, Johansson, Schwartz are all playing really well. Really well. Actually, all these guys are playing well. Zaka is actually doing way better than I would have thought. There's PK there. And goalies. Blackwood's doing better than Howard. Come on, Howard, just keep that puck out of the net. I don't know, did I take a look at words? Yes, I did. Alright, I already looked at words. I was just trying to remember if we did. Or not. Alright, so let's write down what we look like here. It's 4 per game. We are middle of the table. Alright, so we're letting in a lot of goals. Let's write this down here. Power play looking solid. Let's see where we sit in penalty kill. Looking great. I'm not going to move that penalty kill around at all. Let's write down those numbers. .68 goals, 4. And a 3.32 goals against with a power play of 17.3. And a penalty kill of about 83.8 or 82.8. That's solid numbers. I mean, goals against is pretty high, but we're not going to find a goalie that can stop a puck anytime soon. I think it's just going to come with the development of our team. We're sitting 20th in the league. We're not too far off of a good pace. If you take a look at the AHL, they're not doing hot at all. Hold on, let me just pass. This line's that. Maybe they'll play better now. Yeah, they have Mirko Mueller finally in the lineup. Alright, maybe they'll play a little bit better now. Oh, what I forgot to do is that's their starting goalies. That's an NHL tandem, so they should be winning games. What I forgot to do, though, and I might as well do it now, is our two prospects from the National Development Program are not in our lineup. Dennis Hobbs isn't in our lineup, and I forgot about Klein. Braxton Klein is not in our lineup either. They're both going to be playing in the AHL. And this is the future of the, let's see here, get them in. Yes. This is the future of the New Jersey Devils here. Dennis Hobbs and Braxton Klein. So they will play in the AHL for this full year, and they will play in the NHL next year. Totally forgot to do that, and I did not mean to forget, but I did. Alright, so goals against. Who is getting hit where? We'll go one more month after this, and then we'll call that quits for the episode. I think let's start here. So -6, -1, even, +1, +4, -3, -8, -13. So Merkley's getting hit on the penalty kill, I think. I think Merkley's getting hit on the penalty kill. Oh, which sucks. Nick isn't doing too hot either. Butcher. Ty Smith is getting obliterated here. Oh, I don't know. I might be tempted to just send him down. Might be tempted to just give him a boot. He's getting hit, and I think it's the penalty kill. 3-man, then he's getting kicked on. Let's give that to Connor Carrick. Alright, let's do that. Kenzie Blackwood, so now is officially our starter. Look at that. He jumped so fast, and his contract's proving to be a steal. That's 7 years at $5 million. It's a steal for us. Alright, so I made some moves. Hopefully not going to hurt us a lot. The penalty kill was doing well, so I don't know where they're getting beat from, actually. What I want to do is take out Ty Smith. We'll sit him for a little bit. See if Tennyson can do something. You know what? Yeah, you can have the power play. You have a decent shot. Yeah. Oh, of course my battery dies. So now yeah, it's dead again. Alright, so let me just get a charger for it and I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, Tennyson can take a peek at the... No. Yeah, they're both righties. No, that's not gonna work. Character right to... Severson's on there. So Butcher. Yeah, that's better. That's a better look. Alright, there's not much we can do. It's kind of just like a growing pain. What I will do though is edit Andreas Janssen to be that two-way that we need. You're not big, but you might serve that role of power forward good too. So we'll see. Let's go to edit lines. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, Yanni's not an actual like big guy. But if he doesn't score a lot of points, he's like Zaka. So I think that'll role will help him a lot. So I will do this next month and we'll see where we sit. Well, the month that was. What a month that was. Huge month for us. 2 losses. 2 games with 0 points out of the whole month. We went on a fantastic win streak. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in a row. And then we just kind of started another one. So I don't really want to stop it. I think we can go 1 more month. And Tennyson works really well. I'm not pulling him out. If he works, right? It sucks for Ty Smith, but this is a business. This is a business. Alright, where do we sit? 7th in the league. Goals for. We're scoring more than we're allowing. Our goals against went down though. Our goals against was 3.32. Now it is 303. So let's write this down. So it was 303. And now it's 303. Goals for is now 305. Power play is 20. Oh boy. 20.3. And penalty kill is still solid. 82.1. Yep, I think we found a winning solution. Let's go take a look at our lines. It was a bit of a slow start. But it all came together, right? Zaka. He is playing ridiculous. And this will help the plus-minus too. Kovalchuk's playing out of this world as well. Janssen. Gave him the power forward role. He excelled. He was, what, 8 and 12? Yeah. He popped off. He sure's not doing hot. It's pretty much Shaq Hughes at this point, but he sure's doing solid for what ice time he has. Swartz isn't doing too bad. So why is Swartz doing bad? If I think Zaka works with Hughes, why is Swartz not? Let's give Swartz the boost. Like, does he work better as a power forward too? Thinking he might. In that case, we don't have another sniper. I'll think about it. I think I'm gonna do that though. Give Kovalchuk the downgrade to play better. Maybe the crappy performance of all the first line will help even it out a little. I have no idea. I really don't know Blackwood. I need to see how he's doing. That's kind of odd. So we're still letting in a lot, but it's going down. And I think it's because of this man right here, Mackenzie Blackwood. Even Howard stepped his game up. So I'm not upset. Blackwood's playing really well though. So it's a slow start. I think we're gonna do one more month. I think we have it in us. And then I'll set us up for the trade deadline month. After that. Yes. So I'll set us up for any trades. So I'll see you guys back here on February 1st. So we're back. Top of the month here. We won a couple of games. Well, we won this game. Actually, we lost this game. I think in this game, Damon Severson got hurt. We lost him till the 7th. Ty Smith came in and played 2 games. We were losing a little bit. As soon as he came back, though, you noticed a huge difference in our play. We lost 6-1, so we had a little bit of a skid going into the All-Star break. And now we came out flying. And we sit in our division with the wild card spot. Our division's a tight division this year. We're kind of racing everywhere. Let's take one more look at everything. Numbers definitely did go down. I think this is the line for Hischier. He's played it a little bit better. Kovalchuk's playing better as a result of this. Again, Janssen's playing out of this world. Coleman, Cini, and Anderson are playing out of this world. Getting scoring from everybody. Subban without a goal this year so far. 29 assists. Not having the best year. Minus 15 for Tennyson. But you know what? They're going to have minuses, but we can't touch it. Really can't. How's Howard doing? Alright, he's got another shutout since we last spoke. Or since we last looked. He's playing better, but so is Blackwood, right? If Blackwood keeps us up, he's in Vezina conversation. Which is ridiculous to think of. Alright, so I think we're going to end this episode here. I think this was a solid episode for us. We started slow and then we took off. Yeah, I think actually before we before I leave. We'll see how we're playing in the AHL. How's Braxton doing? 21 points in 25 games for the kid. How is Hobbs doing? 13 points in 25 games. Yep, they're good to go for next year. That's a bit of a relief. So he'll be the replacement for Ilya Kovalchuk, which is going to be weird. I think it'll work. And even Michael McLeod is looking at fourth line ice next year. Maltsev is kind of looking at fourth line ice. So we have guys that are peeking their way through. I think Hobbs is looking at top 4 ice, which is weird to say, but I think he could handle it. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. If you liked it, don't forget to like it and subscribe, and we'll see you in episode number 4 when we finish off this year.